Hi everyone, so the video you're about to see, I'm not happy with one of the scenes. As a YouTuber, as a content gatherer, as a photon obsessive enthusiast, I'm always looking for interesting things for you guys to watch. There were two female police officers that came into the scene, and I engineered a situation where they probably quite rightly wondered why this tall, strange man was filming them. They asked me politely, and of course, me looking for content, I acted rudely. You'll see. And I kind of bit their heads off. They were maybe a little bit authoritarian, but genuinely, I think they were just curious why a sole man was filming two women. And I'm a dad. I've got a daughter. I would not be happy if some strange man was out there filming her without context. Of course, I'm a YouTuber. You see a guy in the scene, say, oh, just leave him alone, he's vlogging. But I'd even apologize to the two ladies if I saw them, because I did just engineer a fake situation, fake conflict, for the sake of the views. And so to the two ladies, I apologize. To everyone else, you know I'm better than this. Anyway, I've decided to leave it in because, warts and all, mistakes and all, you get to see them too. And I hope you've watched my aborted hill climb video from earlier today. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Macclesfield. We're outside Prime Cut. And I'm on a very sad-looking little high street type thing. But it's the return of the Mac. Yes, it is. We're in Macclesfield, the lesser-known Cheshire town. It's a 20-minute train journey from Manchester Piccadilly. It's a little settlement in Cheshire. So lots of grinning cats around here, of course. And the demographics, it's overwhelmingly white. So we're going to just have a look around and see what we can see what we can feel. It's home to the famous white sewer pigeon here in Macclesfield. Very rare. Look at that. Look at those pink bits. Albino, almost. One view along the main shopping pedestrian drag, just seeing how the camera copes with a big burning ball of gas billions of miles away. Do you know how far away that big burning ball of gas is? It's 8 light minutes away. Here's a nice English shot. You got the snow, the transit van, the Aldi, and the old industrial mills from the Victorian era. What would Queen Victoria think of modern Britain? She'd say, "Oh yeah, we fought and won all those wars and conquest. We conquered the whole world just for it to all turn to shit." One thing you'll notice when you're in Manchester, or even around Manchester, like here in Macclesfield, ooh, it's the bus station, is the worship of Ian Curtis from Joy Division. Now, we're not going to talk about where he got the name Joy Division from. If you really want to know, if you don't want to look it up, it was the Nazis forced groups of women to be raped by soldiers. And their units were called the Joy Division because they gave joy to Nazi soldiers. And our boy Ian here, he's like, oh yeah, that's a great name for a band. So Ian Curtis, he killed himself in 1980 at the age of 23. Had everything to live for, named his band after Nazi women rapes, and then he took himself out. And he didn't even elaborate, he just disappeared. And we come the other way, and I hope that ancient Greek harking back building is a town hall. It's got a town hall kind of vibe to it. Yeah, I'd say town hall. Anyway, let's get some food. Well, as we walk through the Grosvenor shopping centre, it's got your usual collection of like high street stuff. It, you know, the current Labour government here in Britain, the left-wing socialists, they've got pressure from a double whammy. There's the financial and economic pressure. The business people are noticing that the country is going into recession. Investment is down. Purchases are down. They now what's also happening, the Labour government put 20% tax on people sending their children to private school. And what that's going to do is a lot of children who would go to a private school will now be going to the local state schools, filling up the places, making an oversubscribed state school experience even worse. There's a lot of people that save up very hard because they're obsessed with sending their children to private school. I wouldn't recommend it personally, but a lot of people see it as a prestigious thing, you know, if they're working class and then they send their kids to a fee-paying school because they've done well, they're an engineer or a plumber, and they want what's best for their kids. The Labour government is meant to be on the side of the working class. It says, no, you will send your child to a state school, which will now be 20% busier because all these refugees from the private sector are coming into the state school. So there's the business angle, and there's also the moral angle. Has there been a cover-up in the mass rape gangs? Have local government officials and local police chiefs brushed the mass rape of English, Welsh, Scottish and Northern Irish girls under the carpet for the sake of diversity and multiculturalism? And this is how mad these Soviet-style brain rots can go. In order to ensure that we are fair to everyone, we have to be terribly unfair to 1 million young girls. So we come down this pedestrian street, we pass the Doggo general store. I love the name Doggo. Again, with the blue and the light, it's all looking very nice. And I was going to say it's not all vape shops and casinos, but it's casinos and vape shops. I can't believe I was literally about to say that. Gambling and vaping. The signs of a degenerate and decadent collapse of the Roman Empire. Mary Beard would have a field day with current England. Who's Mary Beard? She's a renowned historian in Britain. Probably best known for her anthology on the Roman Empire. So the weather was meant to turn today. It's Friday! It was meant to only be -2 tonight. And I checked the forecast. It's going to be -6 degrees Celsius. Again, not as bad as last night, -8. What is this? A tourist visitor information centre. What's this? What's Fitzgerald House? Borough of Macclesfield. These town hall offices were opened by His Royal Highness the Duke of York on the 17th of December, sir, 1992. Well done. Yeah, very good, eh? Anyway, as far as town halls go, it looks good in the sun. Thank you all for your wonderful feedback for my immigration rants in the last Manchester video, yesterday's video. Thank you. I appreciate your very kind words, everyone. And all I'm doing is calling it like I see it. But I think what you're all praising me for is being able to say it accurately without getting banned and without the lefties jumping up and down and calling me racist. But I think they're going to still jump up and down and call me racist because that's their modus operandi. Shame. Hello, mate. How's it going? Very well, thank you. That's how they do it. They try and shame you, make you feel mentally ill. You're a bad person, you're a bigot, you're a fascist. Or you're just correct. There you go. Now, the corner of Brunswick and Jordan Gate. Let me get you a nice corner, a nice Victorian. There you go. Dripping with Victorianism. I've accidentally found... What a freak! Freak YouTuber. I found the library. Bibliothèque. It's like a discotheque, but for biblios, say the French. And what is the architecture on the Cheshire Constabulary Macclesfield office? Oh my. Oh my indeed, I can feel myself turning into Auditing Britain. I want to look into some cars, which is a perfectly legal activity. I want to get handcuffed for it and then claim £3,000 off these overexcited authoritarian Jobsworths. Oh, it's a closed gate. I can't look into the police cars from here. Oh, how can I do my tribute to Auditing Britain? I know what I'll do. I'll stand on this bench. Now look at the colours coming off those beautiful tennis ball coloured vehicles. Even got a little green Land Rover. It's all going on. A bit of scrapey. Anyhow, I'm not ideologically against the police. Can you imagine a society without police? Oh my god. Can you imagine if they went on strike? what Manchester, Birmingham, or London would look like. Even if the police went on strike for 6 hours, it would be like the movie The Purge, but with hints of Rwanda and Mogadishu thrown in. Now that's a lovely row of Victorian houses here. Wow. And now next by the police station, very steep downhill cobbled thing, little path, maybe down to a river. There's probably a river down there. Many people wondering, have local chiefs of police or even national chiefs of police colluded in the mass rape of English girls in the last 10, 15, 20 years? This is what they voted for, to try and have a national inquiry in Parliament. But of course, Labour in power, their members of Parliament outnumber everyone. They do as they're told. So when Sir Keir gets his stormtroopers to say, no inquiry, not allowed, they all toe the line. And as Kemi Badenoch, a Nigerian with a Scottish surname, you got to love that mix. She's quite good, actually. She says the right stuff. She was telling Sir Keir stormtrooper that scraping of ice is distracting. That if you don't have a national inquiry and you vote against it, the great British public, which is already reeling from constant terror attacks and little girls being stabbed, are going to riot. I hate to say this, but and this isn't a threat. It's more like an anthropological view on society. That unless you're average bricklayers, plumbers, pub workers, delivery men, you know, engineers, whatever, construction guys, unless they feel that their daughters are safe, they're going to look at their tax bill, they're going to look at the news, they're going to go, what? And then you have riots, you have civil disorder. So either this country takes Britishness and, you know, the wonderful culture that we've built up over literally thousands of years seriously, or I think this country will burn. And that's not a threat, it's a viewpoint. Now, of course, the Cheshire Constabulary, the police here, have they've even got car ramming of peace barriers for the side of the building, but especially for the entrance here. They're having none of that. None of that around here. And that guy in the maroon far left, lovely guy, viewer of the channel. And it's reassuring to see him going into the beer vault. The British do like their beer, but this shot here is just to show you. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Thank you very much. All good.
Welcome to Macclesfield.
Thank you very much. Look at that. Nice people everywhere. I just like the sunshine interacting with the shadows and the buildings. Now, if I had some feedback for this camera, it's maybe a little bit too sharp. The image is so sharp, I feel like I might cut myself on these photons. That smoke cloud looked good in the sun. Let's try and get another one. El Vipping Mano, Macclesfield. So, because we talked about it yesterday, we'll talk about it today. LA is still burning. Los Angeles, the city of angels. All the Hollywood Hills are burnt down. Now, there might be natural causes, but the big story is a few hours ago, local residents caught a man being an arsonist, adding more fire in a windy area. They tied him up and he got arrested. Now, I'm not saying all the LA fires are caused by arson, but of course, idiots always jump on the bandwagon. And there are people who realize it's easier to destroy than to create because they're scum. Let's get the white pigeons in the background. So, yeah. Just like when we had the London bombings on July the 7th, 2005, 2 weeks later, a few Somali guys tried to blow up other tube trains, but they got the bomb mixture wrong. And they're serving life sentences now. So, if you're scum, have a smoke, have a beer, stay at home, don't cause damage. A husk, a shell, a desiccated remain of Thomas Cook, a holiday company. Who can even afford to go on holiday? Can't even afford a McDonald's. Fast food is now fast and expensive food. Now, it wasn't meant to be like this, guys. With the right leadership, we could inspire and motivate and give incentives to all the great people of this country. But when you've got socialists who hate the working classes, who want to cover up mass rape scandals, who want to affect the economy just for their own ideological for their own ideological ends. It's not going to work out for us, is it? So maybe Elon Musk is right. Maybe the big thing now is removing Labour from power before they make things even worse. And whilst I'm on that, making things worse, I don't think simply stopping mass immigration is going to fix the problem. They're already here. The illegals, the low IQ, the low impulse control, they're already here. They've been given your money for free. Their residences are being paid for. So what do mammals do when all their needs are provided for? They procreate and produce more copies of themselves, which is fine as long as you do it yourself and pay for it yourself. When you're getting other people to pay for it, you create mass resentment in the working population. And here's another figure for you. There are more households taking benefits, as in welfare, in Britain than there are households paying tax. When we said that about South Africa, we were all shocked, but now we're all beaten down. We almost like accept it. It's like we're almost in that pre-lapsarian time before the big civil war. Oh, okay. But if we just get the right leadership in, we don't have to have a war. And it's not good enough to just stop mass immigration. We have to deport all the illegals. We have to deport all the foreign criminals. And just think of the tax burden that'll be lifted. It'll be like a balloon rising. Oh, Jesus. Again, the play of the shadows and the light, I like very much. Follow the white rabbit, Neo. But the kind of urban feral version is follow the white pigeon, Charlie. Where are you going to take me, pink beak, pink feet? Where are you going to take me? Oh, to a liberated, wonderful, great Britain. Maybe. I've said this before and no one laughed at me. So maybe if I say it now, it'll still be just as serious. But how normal. Okay, they did nothing to stop mass immigration, but compared to this Labour government, how normal does Rishi Sunak seem now? He is like going, whoo, got to PM, made my family proud, you know, Indian, Chinese families. Hello, are you Prime Minister yet? Sorry, Mum, I'm not Prime Minister. You're a failure, Rishi, unless you bring honour to the Sunak family. Are you Prime Minister? Yes, Mum. Okay, yeah. You're allowed back to the family home now. I'm only joking, but that's the meme. Tiger parenting, helicopter parenting. But how normal does Rishi Sunak's government seem now? Now that we've had 6 months of Labour. Alas, the dummy is abandoned onto the pavement. And look at that ice. Look at that. Look at that. Not even salt and grit can save the pavements here. Or the park benches. Nothing can be saved here. It's too icy. And it's going to be -6 tonight. Okay, we're next to the big car park at the markets here in Macclesfield. That's a modern flat development with some plastic ivy on the side. That'll look nice once it starts to get dirty. So, I was going to say everywhere looks nice in the sunshine, but not Chernobyl, not Salford. And Macclesfield Filipino store with an F. Philippines is with a PH, but Filipino is with an F. What's all that about? I don't think there's going to be much to see down here, but we'll have a little look, because one of my failings as a YouTuber that visits towns and cities to bring you guys this unique madman perspective is sometimes I fail to go to the outskirts. And sometimes the action is in the outskirts. What are we on now? We're on Great King Street. Who was the greatest king? Charles I? Charles II? Charles III? Did you know that 33% of kings called Charles have had their heads chopped off in this country? Public Spaces Protection Order. No urination or defecation. See that, migrants? You poo in the loo. You poo in the loo, not on the street. You're not allowed to have sealed or unsealed alcohol. Wait a minute.
Alright, it's an offence to continue to drink or fail to surrender any alcohol, sealed or unsealed, in this area to police officer or other authorised person who, when asked to do so. Who else is authorised to take your beer off you? Are they going to bring out some like civil enforcement admin boy? Hello sir, please can I confiscate your beer? I have no power, but you have to give it to me, otherwise you'll be in contravention of bylaw 762. Oh, hello. That's a nice view. Lovely church. Borough of Macclesfield, I love it. It's the snow that settles on these pine trees as well that gives it that nice wintry wonderland vibe. Yeah, I like. You look up there, there's sledgers. They're gonna go sledging on the main road, on the pavement maybe. There's enough snow here in Macclesfield. Let's come back a bit. Yeah, I hope they have fun. Where's the nearest hill? 36 Bridge Street here in Macclesfield. That is a gorgeous house. Wonder how much that is here in Macclesfield, here in Cheshire, for a property like that. 7, 8 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, who knows? Cheshire East Youth Support Service. I think what they're not wanting to say, it's for young people who have been in a young offenders institution. Probably. I've just checked on the news. Britain is 1 week away from running out of natural gas, propane, butane, other anes. And what else was on the news? Oh yeah, we're all effed and life's a bitch and then you die. Not just running out of natural gas, we're running out of money. UK government borrowing is more expensive now than it's been in a very long time. Government bonds, which are very safe, they're called gilts in Britain, G-I-L-T-S. And they're very safe because the British government has never not paid back their debts. So if you buy £1 million of government gilts, you're going to be earning an interest rate of over 5%, which for a government bond, that's very good for you. But our socialist government, instead of stopping spending money, they've got a lot of trade unions, they've got to give out pays for pay increase. Train drivers, more money. Junior doctors, more money. Nurses, oh, do the nurses want some more money? Doesn't matter, it's the rich bastards that are going to pay for more money. And that's not to mention the 7 billion a year on 4-star migrant hotels. That's not to mention the billions a year on benefits and welfare for illegal immigrants. Someone sent me a document from the Department for Works and Pensions that I thought was fake. It was like, how much money do we give to people of the Islamic faith for their second wife, third wife, fourth wife? And I was like, nah, the British wouldn't give money for that. I looked it up and it's real. So in the time that I did a couple of rants there, a big fire engine's pulled up outside the town hall. And as I say, a fireman with his axe can F you up. They're the second scariest emergency service. And don't it look good in the sun? Of course they're going to get arsey with me for filming, even though they're both sporting very nice mustaches. Fireman and a mustache. You got to YMCA. Cheshire Fire and Rescue Services. Just as well there's no real fires just now. Oh, I can stand here, have a little look around. Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just because it's a civil building and stuff.
No problem, I understand. Thank you. So see that, ladies and gentlemen, very friendly guy, says it's not open to the public, but we can have a quick look in the town hall from here. Oh wow, thank you. Oh, yeah, oh, that is very pretty. Do you know, is it Victorian or pre-Victorian?
Yeah, Victorian, built 200 years ago.
Of course it is. The Victorians knew how to be British, didn't they? They knew what to do.
She's even sat at the top of the stairs watching you as well, so be careful.
Is she?
Your mother-in-law, I always say.
Oh, Victoria, the mother-in-law. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, there, look at that. That's a good bust of the Queen. Look at that. Striking fear into people being colonized all around the world. Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. So, thank you to the gatekeeper at the town hall. He went above and beyond to show your humble narrator a little bit of joy. Oh, I think if they're parking attendants, we'll leave them alone. But I think they might be these like new civil enforcement Soviet commissars that walk around. Hey, you guys police officers?
No.
What, parking attendants?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough, no worries. Cheers. Oh, that was there's no content there. It does say civil enforcement officers, but they're probably just parking people. I'm happy to know Macclesfield has its own music man. Of course, he's a little bit more, you know, global tunes. Sounds almost Arabic. But there he goes with his speaker. Nothing like Music Man in Manchester, though. So I was filming Music Man, and then this civil enforcement officer started following him, like she's interested. Is she going to give him a ticket for his boombox? And speak of tickets, etc. Music Man, framed, boom. That was your thumbnail right there. Oh, he's filming us. Officers are coming back into the town centre, going towards Nero's. Sorry? You okay? I'm fine, thank you. That's okay. Any reason you filming? Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. You sure? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, no thank you, no thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
I'd just like to know where that's going if me on video.
It's none of your business, madam, I'm sorry. It's none of your business. No, what it is this is Great Britain, not North Korea. So when a man's walking around filming, it's not really appropriate for people in uniform to question.
I just want to know why. It's fine.
Sorry, did you accuse me of getting angry? So now you're policing my emotions. Yeah, I think you guys better just maybe go and concentrate on real crimes, not people filming. You're getting a bit angry. It's all so beautiful. Oh, the gold. Or gold paint, at least. And that is the most realistic statue of a pigeon I've ever seen. God, such lifelike motion. Anyway, how's my police incident going? They're still yeah. It's always the female cops, isn't it?